Hello and welcome to Esther's Gardening Adventures. I'm Esther, and today I'm putting into practice a test run or a theory I have on one of the ways to protect my plants from pesticide drift. If you were listening to my live stream last week, you may have heard me mention that I have a couple of neighbors who spray or who have professionals come and spray their lawns monthly to prevent herbs, and I'm guessing pests as well, from spreading in their beautiful lawn. I think there's nothing wrong with having a lawn if that is your choice, and there's nothing wrong, it is your absolute right to have your lawn treated with pesticides. I personally don't think it's good for the environment, and I don't want to do it, but it is a personal choice, and I know everybody is a different place and has different reasons for doing what they do. So, that said, I don't want pesticides on my plants if I can help it. And, about a month ago, one of the treatment companies came and sprayed and didn't give me a heads up. And within an hour, and I smelled it when I went outside, I saw them going away and I smelled it and I knew they'd just done it. And I saw the little yellow sign in the lawn across the street from me. And I looked down and I saw there were white spots on the leaves of my beets. And I wish I had taken a photo of it, but I was just so upset at the time because basically that meant some poison had landed, some pesticide had drifted over across the street onto my area and the poison had landed on my beets. I considered for a second pulling everything out, but then I realized that this is going to be an issue for me forever as long as I live in a city, and that's just the way it is. And so I'm going to do my best to help reduce the potential of exposure to my plants of that. I have asked my neighbors to give me heads up, and one of them has been great about it. The other one, it's a rental property, and the landlord doesn't necessarily tell the people when they're doing it. So even though they're very nice and I think they'd be willing to give me a heads up, I just don't have the option of covering my plants 24/7 to protect from pesticides. And also, it's getting to the time of year where it's so hot that putting a blanket or a sheet over plants, even for maybe a half an hour, would probably be really bad for them. It might cook and kill them. So I've been thinking about what I can do to reduce, I don't think I can completely eliminate, but to reduce the potential for pesticide drift. And I noticed that both of the treatments happened one day apart from each other, and it was around the 6th and 7th of May. Today is the 5th that I'm filming this. So I looked up online, and one of the suggestions I saw was to have like a fence, like a 6-foot fence, wood fence to protect it from going through there. Well, I don't have a 6-foot wood fence, but I do have a 6-foot metal chain fence that definitely does not stop anything from coming through, as we know. But I thought I also bought these huge plastic sheets that are supposed to be like floor covers for when you're painting inside. And so I went out, and I'll show you in a second, and I put them on the fence. I've clipped them in, and it does not look pretty. It definitely looks like a construction site, which I was trying to avoid this year. But to me, reducing pesticide on my plants is a higher priority than pretty, right? So I've put them out there. I've come across a couple problems that I've tried to problem solve, and I'll show you what I've done. And I'm going to leave them there until after I see the trucks come and go, or basically next weekend. And I'm not going to leave that plastic up there month round. I'm just going to put it up once a month for a week. And hopefully it will help stop the pesticide from drifting in. Now there'll be a point at which my tomatoes will be taller than the plastic. And wind doesn't go straight, wind goes all around. So pesticide drift could still drift over that plastic and get in. But I just hope that this will help stop some of it. So, and it still lets the light through. I noticed it's filtered light, but it still lets the light through, so it still lets sun in. All right, so let's go out and see, and I'll show you what I've done. Here it is, the plastic sheet. I have run up against a couple problems, one of which is the cicadas keep getting caught up in it. You can see one there at the bottom of it. Now they are at the stage where they're starting to die, and so I'm less worried about them, but I will come through and clear out the plastic where I see them caught up. I just came out a few minutes ago, was talking with a neighbor and helped freeze some cicadas. But here's what it looks like. I have these little clips that I got from the dollar store for 6 for $1. They work quite well. I have one at the bottom here as well. And I think I have another one there. So I have the clips throughout, down the length. This is two sets of sheets. And then I have a couple places where I have the plastic connected in the middle to help reduce the tension. This just came apart, so I need to fix it. But you have the idea here. I need to put another clip in the middle here, I think. I need to go back to the house and put a clip here. But this is the idea. And it really isn't pretty, but it's kind of how it goes. And over the edge here, you can see here's the plants. And there's my beets that were hurt last year, or last month. So there it is. And, you know, I hope this will work. I hope it'll help. I don't want to leave it up for too long. I don't know how long the plastic will last. But for now, this is my solution. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time watching, please make sure to subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And otherwise, I'll see you next time.